I don't condone violence. I know that's shocking for an interrogation channel, seeing as it's the violence that keeps me in business, but that's neither here nor there. As I was saying, I don't condone violence. But if you asked me who would be the best hitman to knock off your wife, I'd probably say you don't want to hire 19-year-old Joevan Joseph to do the job. I mean, I could think of quite a few people who would be better hitmen than Joevan Joseph. Take Yosemite Sam. Yosemite Sam would probably be a better hitman than Joevan Joseph. Maybe even Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd might be a more effective hitman than our guy Joevan. Probably on the top of that list would be OJ. OJ Simpson would probably be able to commit this type of crime and get away with it. But the one person I would not hire is 19-year-old Joevan Joseph, because you will see by the end of the story, he is going to submit himself in the annals of true crime as the dumbest hitman ever. It's the early morning hours of June 29, 2017. 33-year-old Makeva Jenkins is in her bed sound asleep. Her husband Yuri is out in the garage cutting the hair of Makeva's brother, a man named Quay. Also present in the garage is a friend of Yuri's named Demetri. A masked man suddenly enters the garage and demands that all the men enter the house. He keeps saying, "Where is the money?" And he keeps referencing a person he is looking for named Quest. He marches all the men upstairs and forces them to lay on the floor. After allowing Demetri to escort Yuri's son downstairs, the gunman enters Makeva's room and executes her in her sleep. He then runs out of the room, steals Demetri's white Dodge Charger, and flees the scene. Yuri and Demetri are stumped about who might do this to Yuri's wife. But Makeva's brother Quay thinks he recognized the man in the mask. He heard his voice before. In fact, it was less than a day before, when they were all playing basketball together.
Is it very low? You got one of them? We can test.
You can
Yeah, we're good.
You can take
I'll take them off.
Go on.
So,
See what I got there for you? Coffee with cream. It's Dunkin' Donuts.
it's not but the best.
I know you like coffee. All right, this is the deal. You've been told you're under arrest, being charged with first-degree murder. Now, before we go anywhere, talk, or if you want to ask any questions, I got to read you your rights because you're in custody right now. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm also going to say something after I read the rights, just so you can understand anything, and then it's your choice whether or not you want to talk to me. All right, this is a big moment in your life. So let me just go through this. I have to read it verbatim.
I can check the code.
Sure, help yourself, my man. Yes, it's for you.
Thanks.
All right. I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Understood? And you can just, I've read these to you before, so you can just nod, or if you have a question, just let me know. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any questioning. If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will, and any statement can be and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand the rights like I read to you before? Just so you know what happened. And then you'll have the option if you want to talk to me or not. This case is presented before a grand jury. Do you know what a grand jury consists of? I know you're young, so you probably don't have that much experience. But a grand jury, this one that the case was presented before, is comprised of 19 people, 19 citizens, okay, of Palm Beach County. When the facts are presented to them, they all agreed that an indictment should be issued for you, okay, based on the evidence, which is pretty overwhelming, all right? Now, so an indictment was handed down by a grand jury, judge signed it, so it's basically, it means, it's very official. There's no question that pretty much not only myself, but 19 members of the grand jury believe that you were involved in this murder. Now, their biggest question they had for me was, what's going to happen to Yuri? Because they were told by, they want to know what the fuck's going to happen to Yuri, because they think Yuri's the one that should be going to jail. Now, I feel very, this is a very unfortunate time in your life, but you also don't want to be the only one taking the fall.
Taking the fall for what, bro? Like, I still don't understand. Like,
what don't you understand?
I didn't do this shit, bro.
Okay.
The
evidence is so overwhelming. That's fine. This is your option right now. Did you and Yuri ever talk? Did he ever proposition you?
No, Yuri never propositioned any money, nothing. I never spoke to his man. I don't barely know this man.
But you went to his house.
I went to his
house
house
for several hours.
Yeah, with Demetri. With Demetri.
Did Demetri Dale offer you something and said that you would get taken care of later?
No, none of them ever offered me. I don't even have them. My mom's getting kicked out of her house. We don't even have the money to freaking move. We don't even have money to move, bro.
Nonetheless, were you ever promised anything by Yuri or Demetri?
They never promised me any money, no type of money,
so why
bro.
did you go as far as you did?
As far as I did with what?
Yeah.
Because that's my home. I'm trying to look out for him, feel me? That's my homeboy, feel me? I do things for people I know. Feel me? That's my homie.
It's not a good enough excuse, because first off, let me you know everything. I don't need to lay everything out, but I will. Okay? You and Demetri Dale went down and spoke to Yuri either the day before. You weren't down there on the 27th, because I have your cell phone records, and the only time your phone hit off the tower down there, just so you know, let me get this right here. This development right here, basically under this little thing here, this is where the victim lived, where Yuri Jenkins lived. All right, your phone only pings off this tower, which means when you're using it, it uses the tower down here, only on the 28th. The day before we went down there and shot basketball, got your hair cut, and also on the 29th in the morning at 2:08 in the morning. Those are the only time your phone is ever down here, from June 26th to whenever. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? You look puzzled. Okay, let me explain something. I got a warrant for your cell phone records. Okay,
Yeah.
The 57. I think it's the 574 number.
No, 584.
584. Okay, for that number. And I got a warrant going back to June 26th, 3 days before the murder, requesting all your cell site records. Like whenever you placed a phone call, what tower did your phone use? Okay, most of the time you're way up here in West Palm Beach, which is off this map.
Yeah.
It's a good 15 miles, 20 miles north. The only time you're ever pinging off the tower that is in close proximity to where Yuri lived with Makeva is the day you went down there and shot basketball. The day you told me you went down there with Demetri. You're down there for like many hours. It shows your last tower hit was like almost like 8:30.
When we played basketball?
When you went down there that day. That's the only time it shows. And then on the morning, on the 29th, when at 2:08 in the morning, 9 minutes before the 911 call came out. Okay? That's the only time your phone's down there. I don't show you down there on the 27th like you said you went down there with Demetri.
No, we was down there before. We was down there like 3 times. We was down there with a girl.
Right, Shay, supposedly, right?
Yeah, that's her name.
But your phone never, I'm sure you use your phone either on the way down or on the way back. How often do you ever not use your phone? Your phone never hits that tower. There's no evidence that you were down there the day before, the 27th. But that's when you said you first met Yuri, right? At night?
When we first met him.
And then, what happened that night when you first met him?
The night when we first met him, like it wasn't like nothing. Like you feel me? We got out the car. I mean,
why did he take you down there at what time it was? What time was it? Early in the morning or late at night?
Where?
When you went down there the first time, yes.
The first time?
Was it before midnight or after midnight?
Oh, I'm trying to think, bro. I'm trying to think.
Why did Demetri take you down there at that hour? He took you down pretty late, didn't he?
I know, but we ain't never like go in the house and I was just.
Were you supposed to go to a Walmart?
When that night when we went there? I'm trying to remember. No, because my car, I didn't have any gas in my car.
So, Demetri promised to take you to a Walmart or something?
This was to take me somewhere. It wasn't no Walmart, though.
Okay.
It was somewhere.
So why did you guys go down to Yuri Jenkins?
Oh, he wanted to go meet with Buddy because I guess Buddy was tripping. Like,
what did he say?
He was talking crazy. I don't know.
What exactly did Dale tell you before Demetri? Because the big reason why you're here right now and under arrest is a lot what Demetri Dale told us. Okay? So.
Okay, yeah, he wanted he wanted to go talk to his friend. He say his friend's tripping. Like, he said some crazy shit. You want to check on his friend.
What's the crazy shit?
That's the part. I'm being so honest with you, bro. I don't know, bro. Feel me? We went up there, feel me? Like me, like who was in it? It was me, I think. Then did he get the girl? I don't know. I don't remember. Feel me? Yeah, I think he did have the girl in the car that night. We went up there, feel me?
Drove down in the Charger.
Yeah, it was in the little white Charger. Feel me? Went down there. But we got out. Me and him got out. Feel me? When I got out the car, it wasn't saying no crazy shit in front of me. Feel me? I don't know if he said it before, but he wasn't saying nothing crazy, bro. It wasn't no crazy shit in front of me. Well, nothing that he said that was crazy. All he said was, he finna invest into Demetri's rap, whatever the rap, and he finna like live on a yacht or whatever, some shit like that.
Let me make sure you understood what Joevan just said. He mentioned a meeting between Demetri, Yuri, and himself, where Yuri said he was going to invest in Demetri's rap career. And then Yuri said he was going to purchase a yacht and live on it. The question is, where would Yuri get the money for this? Yuri will get confronted about this statement in just 48 hours during episode 2. Make sure you're subscribed with the notifications set to all so you don't miss it. It's crazy.
Okay.
That's it. That's all he said.
When did Yuri first tell you he wanted his wife killed?
He never told me he wanted his wife killed. He never told me that. I don't know this man. This man never told me he wanted his wife killed.
What did he want you to do that night? The next night you went down there and you parked your car in Lawrence. What did he want you to do?
What you mean? What did he want? He didn't want me to do anything. Feel me? The second day, I think it was the day after we went there. Feel me? I got him. He just showed me like a couple of guns he had. Yeah, that's it.
Couple guns or one?
It was like two. Feel me? He had a little I don't know. Like it was. Like,
did you go in the house and he showed them to you in the house or all in the garage?
Nah, he feel me. He like I was going to the bathroom. He showed me one in the bathroom. You feel me? When I walked in, like I got this too, and then he showed me one in the garage.
I know the house pretty well. I'm going to draw the garage. I'm curious as to what you're talking about. Okay. All right. This is the house, basically. This is the garage. Okay. Let's just say this is the garage, okay? And this is where you sat and got your hair cut in this left corner. So when you came in the garage, there's a house going into the garage, right? Or a door going into the garage, right?
Yeah, that's it.
You went in there, or did you go right into the front door of the house? Which way did you go in the house?
It was like it was a back door. Yeah.
The door. While you're in the garage, there's a door that goes into the house. Did you go in that one?
Yeah.
All right. So you go in there, and there's a bathroom. Where do you remember where the bathroom was, and where was the gun when you walked in there?
Like no, when I was first in the garage, he showed it to me. He had like in his little barber thing, cause he got like a barber setup thing.
Okay.
And then he showed it to me, put it out the thing. He showed it to me.
Why did it come to the point where he showed you his gun? What dialogue were you having with him that had to happen?
No, I was just talking to him. We was talking like I don't know, like you feel me? It wasn't no conversation. It was the conversation we was talking about was most likely like him, my hair. You feel me?
But why all of a sudden would he just show you a gun to his?
He started like bragging, like he just like bragging, like when he got.
What exactly did he say?
Like, oh, you feel me? If somebody come test me or whatever, I got this, and you feel me? I walked, went to the bathroom. I think it was on like the left. You feel me? I'm in the left. I don't know where exactly. You feel me? I know I'm in the left. I'm coming back. You feel me? Then he showed me like I think it's a Glock or some shit.
Did he go inside with you into the house and showed you the?
Yeah, he went inside. You feel me?
Where did he get the second gun, this Glock that he showed you?
I don't know. When I came out the bathroom, you feel me? That's when he had it. You feel me? I don't know.
He's just standing out there in the.
No. I met him back in the garage.
Okay.
You feel me? And that's when he had it.
All right. Just to clarify, because I'm trying to understand Yuri's actions as well. So you go in there to use the bathroom, you said?
Yeah.
And then you told me that he went in there too and he showed you a Glock. Did he show you the Glock in the garage or inside the house?
Nah, he showed me another gun in the garage. It wasn't no Glock.
It was a revolver?
Yeah, it was some type of revolver, whatever.
Okay.
And then I went to the bathroom. He showed me where the bathroom was. I went to the bathroom. I came back. When I came back to the garage, for me, he had another one. Like he had a Glock or whatever.
Why is he showing you these guns?
He was bragging, bro. A lot of people do that. For me, that's not the first person that ever did that.
He's a little older. He doesn't need to prove himself to you, though.
Yeah, I guess, but
he's 33 years old, or 29. 29, I'm sorry.
I don't know. He just, just bragging.
Was there a conversation? Did you have a gun? Did you show him yours?
Nah, I don't own a gun, bro. I don't own a gun. I had a BB gun that you guys took. I don't own a gun. And
okay.
That's, he showed me that, and then he just finished coming here. He put it back. He put both of them back in his little drawer. And then, what else? After he finished coming here, we played Madden. I played Madden with his brother. And then what was I did? I walked outside. I played basketball one-on-one with Demetrius. And then after that, he asked what soda, and we left. It was never even. They never told me. I never got any money. They never promised me anything. It was never nothing made about killing his wife. There was nothing. Never a conversation.
All right. So you're down there that day. When you're down there that day, is there any talk of you coming back later that night?
With who? Me and
With you and Yuri.
No.
All right. What about? And then why? Okay, so you left there. It was after dark when you left. I think it was around 9:30 at night.
Who? That day was at his house?
That day you were playing basketball and getting a haircut.
What? Hell no, I wasn't that late. It was like 6, 7. I ain't staying there that long.
Your phone records show that you were down there pretty late.
At his house? I did not. I know for a fact I didn't leave his
You don't
house.
give your phone to anyone else, do you?
Nah, I didn't
Okay.
give my phone to no one else.
All right, be that as it may. So you're down there. You're down there for several hours, right? Now you go home. Demetri drops you off at the house, right? The main question is, why did you go back down to Yuri's house that night?
Demetri asked me to go with him.
Okay, to do what?
Just to follow him.
He drove over to you.
Because he was tripping, his friend tripping, feel me? Asked him to follow
Tripping
him.
again?
Yeah, like he told, you feel me? So he asked him to follow
What?
him. He's tripping, like he's, he tripping, but I never knew what he was tripping about, you feel me?
So this is the second time Dale has now told you his friend is tripping.
Yeah, he's tripping, feel me? So we go over there, feel me?
But what's Demetri telling you? He's got to tell you more than,
Nah,
it's just tripping.
He won't let, just in case something happens to him, I'm there with him, you feel me? I'm there with him just in case something happens to him. So for me, follow him, bam, he told me, oh, okay, for me, I don't want you to park your car over here, feel me? If something happened to me, feel me? Just come bump, feel me?
What?
He told me you don't want me to park my car right there. So, like, in his driveway. I don't know.
When did he tell you to do that? As you're driving down or before you started?
We was on the phone. Feel me? We was on the phone. If you feel me, you got Americans, you can see we was on the phone. Feel me? So we driving fine. We get there.
You and Demetri on the phone as you're driving down.
Yes.
Okay.
No. Not driving down. Like, I think before we do all that, before that happens. You feel me? We coming back.
I don't know. I need to know exactly when did you and Demetri decide that you were going to put your car on the shoulder of the road on Lawrence Road? When was that decision made?
I was on the phone.
Okay. As you guys are driving down, are you on Lantana? Are you on 95? Where? Or is it before he came to your house and you followed him down?
I'm trying to think, bro.
It's not something you don't do on a regular basis. You should be able to remember that.
Nah, I don't remember this shit. Like, I don't feel me. I got a lot of other stuff that's going on in my life, but I don't feel me. So I was coming.
Had you already turned down Lawrence when he called you and told you to park your car on the shoulder, or did you say, I'm going to park my car on the shoulder?
Nah, I didn't say I was going to park my car on the shoulder. He told me to park right there. Like, I think it was on the call, like, before we even left my house. Before we left my house, you feel me? Because I don't know. I never been to, I don't know what it's
What did he say to you on this call before you left?
He's like, oh, you feel me? Just, you going, feel me? He was following me, you feel me? And, like, no, before we got there, it was like, park right, you feel me? Park right there, you feel me? Like, by the time we got there, it wasn't on the phone. By the time we got there, he stopped. He said, you just park right here, feel me, just in case something happened, feel me? Because I don't want him to know I even, like, you feel me, brought me there.
So you're telling me that Demetri Dale was telling you to come down there, that Yuri didn't know you were coming?
Yeah, Yuri, he wasn't supposed to know I was coming there.
Okay.
Feel me? He didn't know I was coming there. Feel me? So, get there, bomb. Get there.
I still need clarification. You're saying, are you following Demetri and he calls you on the phone and says,
No, he didn't call me. He stopped.
Stopped in the shoulder?
He stopped his car. He didn't stop. Feel me? Like, hey.
Did he stop in the road or did he pull over onto the grass?
He stopped in the road. He like, park right here. Feel me? Park right here.
What, did he get out of his car or did he call you?
Like, he stopped, you feel me, rolled his window down, like, pointed, because my Mazda, my window don't go down, so, feel me, he just pointed, he's like, hey, park right here, park right here.
So you're driving behind him?
Yeah, he said, park right here, so I'm like, alright,
So all you had to do is that, and you knew exactly what he meant to do?
He said, park right here, like, he stopped, he screamed out his window, like, park right here, so I parked right there. And I got in his car, you feel me?
And which way did you park your car? Did you turn it around, facing back up north?
I turned it around, no. I think it was like a library, I parked
by the library?
Yeah, some library shit. I don't know, but I'm not familiar with that area. I probably by some library. That's all I did.
Okay.
And then.
How did you know it was a library? It was dark out.
It's a library. Like, you can see the library. You feel me?
How did you know it was a library? What did you see that indicated it was a library?
I guess a sign or something. It's a sign up there.
You're the one that saw it. I'm trying to get you to explain to me. How did you know it was dark out? And you've only been to that place in that area.
No, I've been there like 3 times. I've been there 3 times. I'm the 3rd time going there. Feel me? And I seen a sign. It was a sign, but I don't know. Feel me? It's probably not a library. I think it's a library.
Okay.
I don't know. It's probably not.
So you parked on the shoulder of the road, the grass.
You feel me? I parked over there. Feel me?
When you get in Demetri's car, what's he say? What do you guys do as you're driving up to Yuri's house?
He on the phone with the dude. Feel me?
What are they saying on the phone?
He's like, I want him to come talk to you. Tell him like chill. You feel me? Tell him chill.
Okay.
Telling them chill. Feel me? We get in there. We go there. Feel me? They tripping. They tripping. They on some other shit.
What do you mean they're tripping? You're very vague. I need you to tell me exactly where they're tripping.
Like, they going back and forth with each other, like arguing. Arguing. Feel me? I don't think the brother was there yet. He wasn't even there yet.
They're arguing. They're arguing right by the Charger?
No.
Where are they arguing?
Like by the garage. And the brother wasn't there. I think the brother was at
Where
Walmart.
were you?
I was like right by them. I was standing right by them. Feel me?
You're outside. You're
Yeah,
standing up.
I'm standing right by them. Feel me? They know it's me. I know it's them. Feel me? I'm standing right by them. Feel me? And they going at it or whatever. And then you feel me? The brother wasn't there yet. I think he was somewhere with the car, somewhere with the other car. And they arguing.
What are they arguing? If you're standing there, what are they arguing about?
Like they arguing about some shit. You feel me? Something like it's like you feel me? It's like a situation. Something like supposed to feel me?
Something to do with the wife? Something to do with Makeva?
I don't know. I think so. I guess it's that. Yeah.
There, I wasn't.
I guess it's they arguing about something to do with Makeva.
When you say arguing, were they raising their voices or they were just? What was?
It's like a debate. They'll have me.
Okay. What was the debate?
Like, oh,
whether you should go in there and do it or whether Demetri should do it.
Nah, I ain't going there and do it.
Okay.
It ain't got to do with me, bro. Now y'all can arrest me.
Well, you're already under arrest. You understand that?
Yeah, I know. I'm under arrest now, feel me? But I'm just gonna be over with, feel me?
How's it gonna be over with?
Cause I got the wrong person, bro. I got the wrong person.
I'm trying to bring up a picture. I'm paying attention to you, but there's a picture of you I wanted to show you.
Okay.
So you're down there. They're arguing. You said?
Yes, they arguing. They arguing over like you feel me.
So did you see the brother arrive?
No. Never seen him.
Where were you when the brother arrived?
I was gone.
How'd you leave?
That's me at the hospital.
Yeah. It's you wearing. It's you.
Yeah, I went to go see my home. What's her name? Talisha.
Yeah. You know what time you entered the hospital?
Like what? 2:30.
3:15.
I did not enter that hospital that
3:15. There's a timestamp right here. Let me show you.
day.
I'm gonna show you. 3:16. That's what time you got there. And that's you wearing.
That's my Adidas jacket.
Yeah.
That's my Harachis, and that's my these.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you
I always
say
heard this
shit. you hop in Demetri's car. You drive there. Then Yuri and Demetri are arguing or whatever they're doing. But you don't hear what did they hear? Did you hear Makeva's name?
Nah, I ain't hear her name. I probably did, but for me, nah, I ain't.
Did Yuri ask you to do something then?
No, he didn't never. This man never, cause I don't know this man. I barely know this man. Why would he fucking trust me to, feel me? Obviously, just go bang, do some shit.
It's better to have a complete stranger, someone that's a stranger to him, than to have his buddy Demetri.
Nah.
Makes perfect sense.
Nah, it don't make no sense to me, cause I wouldn't do no shit like that for nobody else.
All right.
No.
Now you explained to me that you, which remember I told you last time we spoke. This is where the Charger is parked. Okay.
Exactly.
Facing this way. This is Yuri's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is where Demetri parked the Charger, and it was facing this way.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make you agree or not?
Yeah, that's where he parked.
Okay. So you're standing somewhere by this car when Yuri and Demetri are supposedly arguing. You don't know what they're arguing.
We all standing by the car.
Okay. So what are they saying? You're just saying they're arguing.
They arguing. You feel me about a situation that like you feel me. He wanted Demetri to do something. Demetri ain't going with it. You feel me? Like he wanted Demetri to go do something. I guess it was something bad.
You guess? I mean, you're there.
Yeah, but I wasn't really all into it. You feel me? I'm not all into the shit.
Right.
Feel me? He wanted him to do something. He like, I ain't on that shit. Nah, you tripping or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, this is the only way you can feel me invest into your career, you know, start your shit, his music shit and whatever, and they going back.
Did Yuri have a gun on him?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if he had.
And you saying you how did you leave?
I cleared because they weren't trying to leave Demetri like he ain't going for me. I wasn't there when the brother got there though. I was not there. I was not there when the brother got there.
How do you know?
Because when I was there, the brother wasn't there. Usually when we all outside.
How do you know the brother wasn't there?
Because usually when we there, he usually comes to us. He walks to us. He always comes to greet us. For the first 2 times all day, he always came and greet me and said, "What's up?"
How do you know he wasn't inside sleeping?
Because Yuri said he wasn't there. He said he wasn't there.
So he told you directly that?
No, he told both of us the brother wasn't there.
Okay. So what did you do before the brother showed up? Because the brother showed up about 4 minutes after you guys showed up. He drove his car this way, and then pulled into the driveway. That's how the brother came back from 7-Eleven. Okay. Just so you know.
Yeah. Okay.
You would have seen his car if you'd been walking out that development. You would have seen him.
Oh, I didn't see his car.
But how did you leave?
I told you how I left the first time.
You told me that there's no evidence of that.
I walked.
And I went back and reviewed since you and I spoke, I went back and reviewed all the video surveillance. You're nowhere on any of the video surveillance. Which means
I wear the same thing like I'm.
You were nowhere on the video. It doesn't matter if you were naked. You're nowhere on the video. The video doesn't lie.
I'm not lying, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I didn't. I know for a fact. For my honest to God, that I didn't do this to. I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't do nothing to nobody. Feel me? That's why I'm not really worried about it. I'm not stressing the situation.
You should be worried about it.
I'm not, because I didn't do this.
There's nothing to show that anyone else did it. Demetri. I'm sorry, Joevan. Drink your coffee. Demetri made it very clear that when you walked into that garage,
Demetri wrote a freaking. This man called. I'm sorry.
I'm going to tell you what he told me. Then you can talk. But Demetri made it very clear that when you walked into that garage with a mask on, he's saying you had a mask on and you were wearing all black and had the revolver, that he knew it was you the whole time. And also, what makes us believe that it was you, not only is because Demetri's statement, is that the shooter allowed Demetri Dale to go downstairs with the kid. He didn't harm anyone else. He let Yuri stand by himself up on the second floor landing, which is such an amateur move.
So that just means
it's somebody they knew. It's somebody they knew that wasn't going to hurt them. The only person that was going to get hurt was Makeva.
So that just means it's me.
No, that not just that alone. That and everything together, Joevan.
Everything together like what? Because what you're saying really doesn't make sense.
Okay,
off what one man said.
You went down there. You drove your car. You parked it on Lawrence Road. And you say you did that because Demetri asked you to. Then you get in the car, and then you say you're there. You see Yuri, and then you leave. But there's no evidence of you leaving.
I didn't have my car wasn't there. If my car was right there, I would have left. If you would have told me.
But there's no evidence of you leaving by foot. There's no way you got out of the development.
I left out of that development, bro.
You did when you got in that Charger.
I never took that Charger. I barely you feel me? I never took that Charger. Never take it.
Not only that, remember I told you the brother recognized you?
The brother recognized me.
Yes, because remember you had been there earlier in the day.
Yeah, you feel me?
And when you walked in the garage and just the way the shape of the person wearing the mask, you thought it was you the whole time.
That's good. You could think it was me. Look, listen, bro. I come from a family, bro. We don't own any guns. My mom believes in voodoo.
Yuri gave you the gun. You even said on tape Yuri gave you the gun.
Listen, bro. Don't you guys have the piece of paper that Demetri wrote down?
No such piece of paper. Not at all.
He wrote it down like I thought you guys grabbed it. You didn't get that from in my dresser. He wrote this shit.
If we didn't take it from your dresser, it means it's still there. Where is it?
It's in my room.
Then why didn't you bring it to me when you went back home?
I told you that the day when y'all bust my house. I told you that.
You didn't take it. So where is it now?
I don't have it.
We didn't take it.
Well, it's probably still there for me. He wrote that shit down.
You've been in your house. You've been in your house since we went and did that search warrant. So why didn't you find that note and come to me with it?
I don't know.
It's there, evidently.
I thought you guys had it because it was like under the dresser. It's like under.
Under what?
Under my dresser, you have to move the dresser.
So I would think as soon as you left that interview with me and you said that there was this note, you would have gone back to see if we had taken it. You didn't look?
No, I ain't look. I just.
This is supposedly what you're saying is Demetri wrote all this down.
But he wrote this down, bro. He called me, bro. All this shit, he wrote it down. He wrote this shit down.
But you, on tape, said that Yuri gave you not only a gun, but he gave you $1,500. You said.
All right, so where was the $1,500? Where is it?
How am I supposed to know?
Come on, now. That don't make no sense. What money? What money does this dude don't even have? Is he like? Does he even? He don't even have money.
How do you know he doesn't have money?
Cause bro, he used to explain to me. He explained when I was in the garage with him.
What did he say?
He used to explain like on how he like. You feel me? He just cut hair. And feel me? He really don't got much for me. He just with his wife. And he really don't really have shit for me because I gave him my little petty $10.
Mm-hmm.
And he took $10 from me for cutting his head. So nigga don't really got money.
Why would you say on tape that you got a gun?
Because I was trying to Demetri, bro. He called me. You asked my girlfriend.
How does that help him?
To help him get out of this situation.
How does it help him by you saying you got a gun from the husband of a woman who just got killed? Explain that to me.
You feel me? That's...
Explain it to me. You need to.
You said, how does it help him?
How does it help him?
It helps him get out of this, makes him not look suspicious, and it comes down on me getting my house bust. That's what happens.
Wait, time out.
That's what happens.
You're saying that you just would go on tape and say that you got a gun from a guy whose wife was just murdered, okay? To help your buddy Demetri. How's it help Demetri? We knew Demetri didn't shoot. Demetri was on the patio when the gunman.
Bro, look, he wrote this down. He wrote it down. I have the papers in my room. That shit, it sounds like a script.
Where is this paper?
It's in my room. If you go in my room, you go under it says game plan. Feel me? On the paper.
How do I know you didn't write that?
Oh my God.
Nothing quite like writing down on paper a quote game plan to a murder for hire. Where's Elmer Fudd when you need him? Let's take our one and only commercial break. This is insane. If you're enjoying this episode of They Caught Me, do me a favor and hit that like button. We'll be right back.
I told you the first date when we was in here.
Just because you told me that doesn't mean that's
all right. Okay, all right. You know you don't have to believe me, feel me? But he wrote this down.
But why would you do that? Just tell me, why would you agree?
He asked me to help him out. He kept calling me and calling me and calling me. I was with my girlfriend.
How does that help him out? What, for you to admit that you got a gun from Yuri? How does that help him out?
I don't know. I don't know how does that help him out. Feel me? I guess not him leading like a find a way out of this. Feel me? To find a way out of whatever situation he in. That's how I helped him.
Well, why did you say you got $1,500? Why did you say you got $1,500?
Because he said it would sound more believable. Feel me? At first I said, nah, I ain't finna say that shit. I ain't finna say I got no money. But he said, well, they not gonna believe that shit. Feel me? You gotta find something that they believe. Feel me? He had it all written down from some other retired detective, told him how he could find his way out of this. Feel me? He had it said ropes on it. Feel me? He had it wrote down in a notebook that said how he could get his way out of this. Feel me? And that's what it said. Feel me? He said, well, I ain't gonna say that, man. Give me $1,500. I tried to say $200 at first. He said, nah. Oh, that don't sound. That's not enough. He said $1,500. And then he wrote it down. His brother came in there while he was writing the shit down. His brother came right in there, bro. But that shit crazy. You're right.
And then you told me that your girlfriend Kim, right?
Yeah.
That she knew about this. I went and interviewed her, and she said she knew nothing about this.
Knew about what?
You told me when you were in here last time.
Because she was scared, bro. She don't want to be involved.
Doesn't matter. She was given the opportunity to help you out by being honest.
Yeah, but she don't want to get involved. She said
she'd do nothing. Well,
she don't want to get involved.
She didn't back up your statement. She gave me a sworn statement that she had no idea what I was talking about when I said that you had told her about some secret or some recording that you did with Demetri.
I know, but it's crazy for me. She don't want to get involved. She told me she don't want to get involved. When I met up with her later, she told me she does not want to be involved with it. She don't want to have nothing to do with it.
So she's just going to let you get ridden over by the bus?
I'm serious. If you call her now, she'll probably tell you.
It's too late now. I already got a statement. I'm not going to have her backtrack and lie for you.
All right, that's not lying. She's not lying for me, bro. That's the honest truth. He wrote it down. He wrote the shit down. I'm not lying.
She wasn't there, was she?
As soon as I left the Demetri house, I came to her house with the papers. I showed her. Feel me? I showed her.
Showed her what?
I showed her and I told her.
Why would he let you take these papers?
Because I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember. He wrote a lot of shit down. I couldn't remember. I'm like, all right, so case I was gonna post it because I was supposed to meet up with you that day. Feel me? And
why would he let you take the papers if you've already done the recording?
No, because it was supposed to. I guess what the recording said, I was supposed to match up with it to explain to you. Feel me? And I still really didn't remember what the paper said. I mean, there's a lot of shit that he wrote down. A lot of shit. Feel me? And I guess it's supposed to make sense. And I'm supposed to match it up with you or do all this stuff.
You already just did the recording, supposedly you know of.
And he sent it to some lady. He said he was gonna send it off to some lady.
What's that have to do with anything? Joevan, you admitted on tape that you got $1,500.
I know, that's the crazy part.
Yuri gave you a gun, a revolver, and then you said you even went down there and you put the gun to Demetri's head on tape. You told him that you did that only because you needed to get there because you had a job to do.
So I needed to get there. So how? Okay, now look, I need to get there. All right, let me ask you a question. I need to get there. So I forced Demetri. I put a gun to him. I got in his car.
That's what you said on the tape. You even admitted to.
Okay.
No.
You're a detective.
You're going to shoot me?
You're a detective, right? Mm-hmm. Now, does that make sense? That makes sense to you? I put a gun to Demetri's head in his car, but how I put a gun to his head and I'm driving my car?
No, this is after you got into his Charger. After you parked your car in Lawrence, you got into his Charger.
And I put a gun to Demetri's head.
That's what you even admitted on tape.
Come on now, bro. I knew this kid for like what?
But why would you say that on tape if it's not true?
Because he asked me to, bro. That's the dumb part. I should never did that shit, bro. I never put a gun to this man's head. Okay.
Fact is, you'll agree. You drove down there your car, correct? You parked your car on Lawrence Road. These are true facts. Is it true?
Well,
you drove down there in your gray Mazda. You drove.
I don't own a gray Mazda.
The gray Mazda you had before you bought that Volvo.
I don't have a. I didn't buy that Volvo. That's not my car. It's a friend's car.
The Mazda you had, the Mazda 6.
Yeah.
What color was it?
It's blue. It's not gray.
Okay.
I don't own if you have a gray Mazda, that ain't my car, bro.
Okay. You had a Mazda 6. In the registration online, it
says
it's
I have
gray.
a Mazda 6.
It might have been painted blue, so you're saying it was blue.
Yeah, I have a blue Mazda. I don't got no gray Mazda.
You drove it down there that night, right?
So yeah, I parked right there.
You parked on Lawrence Road. Yes. You get into Demetri's Charger. You drive to Yuri's house, correct?
Yes.
And I show you on tape, on a video that I have, that you guys get there at 2:03 in the morning.
To his house?
That's when you guys arrived, at 2:03. You said that you were in that Charger with Demetri when he pulls up.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, true? Well, I mean, it's true because that's what we show. And you even said yourself you're in that Charger when it arrives. You look confused. What are you confused about?
Nah, you sound like shit, but yeah.
Well, I'm not saying any shit. I'm just telling you facts. I want you to follow the story that I've got here. I'm going to show you this video I have. So you guys getting there in the Charger. You see it? It's parking. You see the time up here? I don't know if you can read that. It says 12:53.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 10 minutes slow, so we know it's actually 2:03 in the morning. Okay. The guy never changed it after. But that's the Charger being parked, right? Now, if you watch this all the way to the end, which I did many times, it's roughly 11 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
If you watch it the whole way, and I did, I watched it. I kept watching it. There's the Charger. It's still there, just the lights are off now. I watched this the whole time until, now watch. You'll see what happens. The lights come on, and the Charger takes off.
What time is that?
It happens right towards the end there where it says 1:09 in the morning, which is going to be actually 2:10 in the morning, no, 2:09 in the morning. 2:19. I'm sorry, 2:19. But just watch. Now, I've watched this several times. This is a very good view, isn't it? You say it's pretty clear. You can see across the street.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
See, if a fucking raccoon walked across the street, I'd see it.
Yeah.
Okay? If a dog was walking, I'd see it. If some woman was walking naked, I definitely would see it.
Yeah.
Okay? So in just a second, the lights will come on, and the car takes off. At no time do I ever see you walking away. Like you say you did.
I didn't take that car. That wasn't me. That's not me.
You still got to explain, how did you leave?
I
Joevan?
left, bro.
How?
I left, bro. Oh, the car, the shit came on.
Yeah, it's come on, and it takes off. And we have cameras further up the road where we see it leaving the development. And those cameras, I never see you walking out either. You can't beat the physical. It's gone, right?
Physical. That's not me driving that car though.
It's not.
That's not me.
Who is it?
I don't know, bro. That's the point. I don't know who did. Listen.
How do you explain? How do you left that area?
Which area?
How do you explain arriving in the Charger and then leaving? How did you leave? You have no other way of leaving.
I left way before the brother came there, bro.
That's fine. How?
I walked, bro. I left, bro.
There's no evidence of you walking. Do you understand? Joevan, you didn't walk out of there. You can't beat that. Why do you think the grand jury said, yes, Joevan Joseph needs to be charged with murder? Because they saw that video too. And
they could see the video. That's not me doing that. That's not me. They could think that's not me.
But
you guys have to prove that. That's not me. That's not me. That's what some of y'all have to prove. I didn't do that shit.
You already proved that for us by saying you drove down there with Demetri. Demetri was still there when we got there on scene. Yuri's still there, and so is Makeva, the brother. All of them are still there when we get there to the scene when Makeva's shot. You're not there, but yet we have no idea how you left. You saying you walked out. There's no evidence.
Well, I took my car. Feel me? Can't you get evidence of me like going to my car?
You walked up to your car?
And I left.
I have a camera. There's no camera of you walking up to your car. I have a view of the street just north of this development where it happened.
Yeah.
Where if you had been walking up to your car, we would have seen that. You're not on there.
I don't know, bro. All I know is
you're not even seen leaving from here, though. From the victim's house. You're not even seen leaving from there. The only way you could have logically left is in that Charger.
No.
You know?
I ain't take that Charger. I ain't take that car.
Did you get in the Charger and someone drove you away in it?
Nope.
How did you leave?
No, I just told you.
You're gonna someday down the road. You're going to trial for this someday. First degree murder. You're gonna be sitting in behind bars until the trial. You understand this? You're gonna get no bond. You're the only one right now that's being charged with murder. Yuri, he's walking a free man. Demetri Dale, he's a free man.
And those are two guys you guys should really be looking at. You feel me?
Just give me a reason why. Demetri Dale gave us
everything. They all framed. It makes sense, bro. They doing this to me, bro. You feel me?
How?
I met Demetri through one friend. Feel me? And
how did they frame you?
Look how he called me, bro.
Who shot Makeva then?
It wasn't me. I don't know who shot. I don't know who shot this lady, bro. I don't know who shot her. I don't know. Feel me?
If I would have seen you walking away from here, then I would believe you. But there's no evidence of you leaving that house other than you had to leave in that car.
Nah, bro. I didn't take that car.
How did you leave then?
I told you how I left,
You
bro.
didn't, though.
Yes, I did, bro. I told you how I left. And I didn't shoot this lady, bro. I did not shoot her. It wasn't me, you feel me? I don't know what they got going on. Feel me? I don't know what.
Aside from what they told us and what little Yuri told us, because he has a lawyer, because he's trying to hide, okay? But Demetri's been cooperative. He told us, and you even on the recording admit.
That's just not real, bro.
Well,
I can take it. Can't you guys lie detector test? Did you guys do that?
Polygraph's not going to do anything.
For that'll make perfect sense though.
What?
The lie detector test. Can't you guys do that?
What's that going to show?
To see that he's lying, feel me? To see
Who,
the truth.
Demetri?
Yes, to see. I can take one. We can all
What's he
take
lying
one.
about? What exactly is he?
He's lying about the recording. You feel me? He's lying about saying I did this. He's lying. Can't you guys see that?
Well, who did it then? Where were you when it happened?
I was at a hospital. When I got back home, I was on the.
This happened at 2:18 in the morning.
Okay, I have people that could say I was in the neighborhood because it'd be drug dealers that I know in my neighborhood. It'd be
Your
regular.
phone.
You know you're in desperate times when you send the police to a drug dealer for an alibi.
Joevan, do you understand timing? You can't beat time. Your phone puts you down here at 2:08 in the morning. Okay, you and by your own admission are in this Charger when it arrives at 2:03 in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? By your own admission, you said you drove with Demetri into this car. And it gets here at 2:03 in the morning. We get a 911 call at 2:19. So between 2:03 and 2:19, there's no way in fuck you could be up in West Palm Beach. And I already show you on videotape at 3:15 in the morning you're on videotape entering St. Mary's or Good Sam. Okay?
Yeah,
So we know you're nowhere near Good Sam when this happens.
I was at my house. Feel me?
You weren't at your house when this happened. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, what you talking about? What you talking about?
When the murder happened, where were you?
When the murder happened?
Yes.
I left there before the brother got there, bro. And I was chilling.
How?
I was chilling in my neighborhood, bro.
No, you couldn't have.
I left, bro. Before this dude got here, I wasn't there for me when he got there.
Joevan, he shows up roughly he's on this tape. When I showed you, we got him arriving about 3 to 5 minutes after Demetri parks that car. Remember I showed you the car parking?
Yeah, you showed me, bro.
Yeah, Quay shows up.
I wasn't there. Listen, before he got there, I wasn't there. I was not
Where
there.
were you?
You could ask him.
I know.
Wasn't
he
there.
didn't see you until you came in with the mask on.
I never came in there with a mask on, bro. It's not me coming in there with a mask, bro. It's not me.
But where are you when the murder happens? Where are you?
I'm in my neighborhood, bro. I'm chilling.
You can't be in your neighborhood. When the murder happens at 2:18 in the morning, you were just here at 2:03 at minimum.
Oh, what are you saying, bro?
This Charger arrives at 2:03 in the morning.
Yes,
you're in that Charger. You already said you are. Correct?
Yes, I'm
you get out, Yuri and Dale talk.
They arguing.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So 2:03, 2:04, 2:05 in the morning. The murder happens at 2:18 in the morning. Okay? That's a matter of 11 minutes. You couldn't even possibly get back up to your house.
Yeah, that don't make sense. But listen. I thought you said like where was I
where were you when the murder happened? When
I
the
left.
Was shot?
I left. I left.
Where were you?
Before that shit. I left. Feel me?
How did you leave?
I have my own car, bro.
Oh my God! How did you leave from here?
I walked,
Joevan,
bro. I left, bro. I walked, bro. I left that shit. I didn't take nobody's car.
The only way you could walk was through the street, right? You remember walking down the street?
Yeah, I remember walking. Feel me? Isn't there? It's 2 ways. It's a one-way entrance. Feel me? Yeah. But it's a loop. It's a loop to get out that shit.
Right.
Feel me? I didn't have to go that way.
But you said you did.
No, I didn't.
Last time you were here, it's exactly what you said you did.
I didn't say I went that way.
Which way did you leave?
I didn't go that way, bro.
Which way did you go?
I don't remember the area, but I didn't walk past this Charger.
Which way did you leave?
I don't.
In your last interview with me, you did say you walked that way because I drew a map and you even said you walked past the Charger. That's what you told me. Even if you walked out the other way, we have cameras. And we have a camera where you exit. And you said you exited. Oh my God. Joevan, I don't know how you possibly think that you can explain this. I'm just trying to draw this map for you, okay? This is Lawrence Road. Mm-hmm. Lawrence Road. This is the development here, okay, going into the vineyards. You can either go all the way around like this and come back out, okay? And this is Yuri Jenkins' house. Your car was parked up here on Lawrence Road, okay? This is where you say you parked it, north, and you got in the Charger, you drove in, and you and Demetri went in, and you parked like here. Now, you told me originally you left the development going this way, you walked out the development, turned left, and walked up to your car. Mm-hmm. I have a camera that views just north of anyone walking up here would have been seen, okay? I don't see you walking on this camera, and I don't see you walking on the camera here where people can be seen leaving and coming from that development. You're not on none of those cameras.
Oh, man. I didn't, one day I said we should, bro. I didn't shoot this lady. I didn't do nothing. Nobody promised me no money. Nobody gave me. I don't even own a gun.
Well, no, I understand you don't own a gun because Yuri gave you the gun. You even said that tape he gave
me a gun.
He said he gave you a revolver.
That tape is not okay for me. Can we take lie detector tests and shit? Can we do that?
We don't have a polygraph available. No, we do not have that available.
This shit don't make sense, bro. Y'all need.
It doesn't make sense how you left. You're saying you walked out there, but there's no evidence of that.
I walked out of there, bro. I walked out of there.
And you evidently walked up to your car, but we don't have proof of that either. You have no proof.
You guys didn't even know my car was there until I told you.
No,
You didn't know if my car was there until I told you. Feel me? I told you.
We told Demetri Dale the day before you did that recording, before the recording was done with you. We told Demetri Dale that we have both your car and his car on video, because I had it on video coming south from Lantana.
Yeah, but you guys didn't know it was there until I. Feel me? You guys
No,
know
we knew it was there.
Oh, so okay, you see me going to my car, you feel me?
No.
Wait, you see me going to my car, if you know it was there, if you see my car
We
there,
didn't
you
know
see
exactly
me
where it's parked because we don't have video of where it's parked. We just know it wasn't parked. It was parked south of one camera, north of another camera. That's as much as we knew, but it was plenty. But we'd never see you walking towards your car. Okay?
Okay, but the big fact is, y'all looking for a murderer, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not the one that did this shit. Feel
Well,
me?
good luck trying to impress that upon the jury, because right now there's no all the evidence points to you.
All the evidence they're blaming me, feel me? You guys have no what you guys really got on me on this shit? My car, me here, me there. At that time, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And somebody said, "Oh, they think it's me. They think it's me."
Demetri Dale says it's you.
He's lying, bro. He's lying. He's
why
trying to
would
cover.
he- why
I
would he
guess
frame
him.
you?
I guess him and dude. They supposed to be. Feel me? They supposed to be getting some money. Feel me? I started looking up the shit after you guys busted my house. He supposed to be getting some money, and he finna break him off and invest into his music. That's what he finna do. That's what they finna. They have the most to gain. Feel me? I know Demetri, but I met him through another friend named Jeff. Feel me? I guess that's what they finna do, bro.
Why would Demetri frame you?
For money. For money.
But we know we know that they didn't shoot Makeva because they were both. The brother was there when his sister was shot. So, and he knows that it wasn't Yuri and it wasn't what's his name, Demetri.
But it wasn't me, because I wasn't there. It wasn't me. You can't say, oh, that's Joevan. I know that's Joevan. That's Joevan for a fact. That's not me. That's not me doing that shit. I wouldn't dare do no shit like that. My mama ain't even raised me to do no bullshit like that. That lady got kids. I got a mama who got kids. Then why would I go do that to somebody? And especially a lady who has kids. She has kids, bro.
People do some crazy shit.
Nah, it ain't like that with me, bro. It ain't like that with me, bro. And I could go to trial. Y'all can sit.
I would love for you to be able to explain. If I could somehow see you walking from here, you wouldn't be in this situation. But there's no evidence of you leaving. You got to tell me the truth. How did you get out of here? How did you leave?
I just told you how I got out of here.
No, you didn't.
I told you.
That's what you're saying, but there's no way backing that up.
God, bro. It has to be proof for everything.
Well, yeah, there's got to be proof.
I mean, it's not proof for everything because you guys just arrested me off of a hearsay.
No. It took a lot more than that. There was a lot more than that.
That seems like what it is, bro.
Why are you down? Why would you be back down there at 2:08 in the morning?
He called me. Why don't you ask him why did he call me? Why did he call me and ask me to come there? Why don't you ask him that? Feel me? Why is his friend tripping? Why don't y'all ask him that? What does he know? Why don't y'all ask him that?
So we would love to talk to him, but he's got an attorney.
Come on. I don't have an attorney. I'm not trying to protect. I didn't do anything, bro. I'm not trying to protect myself. Feel me? I ain't trying to do none of that. I didn't do anything. I don't have. Feel me? This shit is just crazy, bro. Feel me? I didn't do this shit, and these dudes are just blaming me for this shit.
You could somehow explain how you left. Exactly how you left.
I told you how I got out of there, bro. I walked out of there.
Which way did you walk?
I don't
You have to remember.
I don't know, bro. I just know I left him. They was arguing for me, and he wasn't ready to go.
Why did you leave? Why didn't you
Because
just
he wasn't trying to leave. They arguing on some shit that's supposed to go down.
So why would you need to leave?
Because they bro. They tripping. Like, okay, bro. Feel me? They arguing over something that's supposed to happen. Feel me? Something that's supposed to happen.
So why are you so worried? If you can't hear what they're talking about, why do you feel like you just need to leave? Why don't you just wait for Demetri to give you a ride out of there?
Because he wasn't trying to leave. He wasn't trying to leave.
What's your hurry to get out of there? You just drove down there. What's your hurry to leave?
Because they on they're on some other they talk about some whole other shit like some
what
whole
are they talking about?
That lady or whatever they supposed to do to her, like whatever they supposed to, like, you feel me, whatever they supposed to have done to her or whatever they supposed to do to her.
What do you mean exactly?
Like
what did you
whatever they like whoever they got set up for her, like whoever was supposed to come there and do it. Feel me? We supposed to wait there. That's what they really wanted all of us to wait there. I wasn't on that shit. I wasn't trying to wait there. I'm finna go for man.
What do they want you to wait there for?
Feel me? So we can have, feel me? I could be like, you feel me? He didn't do it. Nobody did it. But I wasn't.
So why did you leave?
Because I wasn't trying to be a part of it, but I wasn't trying to do that.
Why didn't you ever say this before? And why did you never tell me that you were down there when the first time I interviewed you?
Because I was Demetri, bro. I wasn't trying to. He feel me? He told me I'm gonna be a good friend. I don't want to get him in trouble. Feel me? I was like, all right, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
Wait a second. You're gonna lie to an investigator on a homicide. I told you lying to me was a crime when I interviewed you.
No, I didn't lie. You feel me? I just told you I wasn't there. Like, it wasn't.
You should have told me. Why would you not tell me? I asked you, where were you at the time between 2 and 2:30? You say
I was at the hospital. I thought I was at the hospital around that time, bro.
But you weren't. You never said you were down there at this time. You never said that you drove down there and parked on Lawrence and you got in the car with Demetri. You just left that alone, hoping I'd never figure that out. Why?
No, I knew at some point it'd come up. Feel me?
You knew.
But I just didn't.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
Because I was trying to protect him, bro. I didn't want him to get
Protect
in
somebody
trouble.
you barely know now? You say you
No,
barely
I knew
know.
him, but like, you feel me? It's still a friend. I didn't want him to get in trouble like that.
Get in trouble for what?
Whatever he
For
got
murder?
going on. Yeah, I didn't want.
So you thought it was okay that he and this Yuri killed this woman? You
No,
thought that was cool?
I didn't know. I didn't know.
So
Like,
why would you lie to him?
I didn't know the woman died. I didn't
Why
know
would you cover for him?
because he asked me to. He's just like, bro, look, feel me? He called me, bro. He told me like, you feel me? What you guys finna call me? Y'all finna come look at me, feel me?
How would he didn't have the opportunity. We brought him in here. We started talking to him. We didn't call you until we called you while we were still interviewing him. He didn't have a chance to prep you and tell you, hey, the cops are calling you.
Yes, he did, bro. The messages are in my phone. If you look, can you guys get delete messages? Delete it through. I'm pretty sure you guys can.
What did he say?
He's like, y'all finna be looking at me, feel me? Just watch what I say to you guys, feel me? And don't say I was
Who
there.
said that? Who left these messages?
Demetri is. He said, don't say I was there, feel me? And I said, all right, feel me?
So you said, when did he tell you this? Because the murder, you came in the same day of the murder, just a few hours
No,
later.
the night at the hospital. The night I was at the hospital, the night you guys came. You feel me? He told me the night you guys came. Feel me? When the night whatever happened. That's why when I came here, I wasn't so surprised, because he already told me what's up. He called me. I was on the phone.
She already knew it was a murder investigation.
He called me. He told me, yeah. He called me on the phone. You feel me? He asked the girl, Talisha. He called me, had him on speaker.
What did he say?
He's like, oh yeah, man, somebody just came in here and killed Yuri's wife and all this. And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
You feel me? And he said, yeah, man, they finna start looking at us. You feel me? Just watch what you say. You feel me? All that.
Watch what you say. Why would he have to tell you that?
Because I was there. You feel me? I was there before it happened.
Yeah, you were there when it happened.
No, I wasn't.
Oh.
You feel me? I was there before it happened.
Where were you when it happened?
I was leaving, bro. I was on the I, bro. I was on the I. I was heading towards my house. I went to my house. I chilled with these dudes in front of my neighborhood. Then I went to the hospital to see Talisha. Feel me?
You're saying Talisha on an open phone, she heard Demetri tell you about.
I ain't sure she heard because she was on like.
You just said it was on an open phone.
Yeah, I had him on speaker. I was chilling in front of her. She was like sleeping shit. So I don't know if she heard. She probably could. You could ask her. I don't know. And that's what he told me. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. And after that, I hung up. And after that, later on that day.
So you're telling me that you were protecting Demetri. You basically omitted some very important information because you were trying to protect Demetri.
No, I wasn't trying to like hide from him. I didn't know like.
You already knew it was a murder investigation when I brought you in here, right?
Yeah, I already, because he told me. Yeah.
So here I am asking you where you were at the time of the murder. I said, were you anywhere down there at this time when it happened? And you were down there like within minutes of the murder, but you said, no, I was at Good Sam visiting somebody. When you know that's a lie because you were up there an hour and 20 minutes later. You were up there at 3:15. You never mentioned that you were down there with Demetri. You never mentioned you parked your car down there. Why would you? The only person that would leave that out is somebody who's guilty or something.
No, he asked me to, bro. He asked me to on the phone call for me. He told me just watch what I say for me. He ain't trying to go down for that shit.
Watch what you say. What do you mean, watch what you say?
Like, watch what I say to you guys.
If you had nothing to do with this, how would that hurt you? How would that hurt him? If you had nothing to do with this?
I don't know, because I was there. I could have been like a whatever. What do they call it? Like a co-defendant towards him or something like that. Whatever they call it.
For him? Yeah,
towards him or Yuri, feel me? To them. Feel me? So I was like, all right, I just don't want nothing to do with it. Feel me? I'm just saying no. Like my girlfriend, she knows, but she knows that I showed her. She just don't want nothing to do with it. She's saying no. When she honestly do know. She don't want nothing to do with it. I didn't want nothing to do with it. Now I'm getting involved, you feel me? I see that like they trying to turn out to blame this shit on me. I don't got shit to do with it. I see that's not right, you feel me? It's not right. So I'm telling you the truth. That's what I'm doing. I'm telling you the honest truth, bro.
I find it hard to believe. I would like to believe you, Joevan, for the mere fact I can't prove or show any evidence of you leaving this scene right before the murder or after the murder at any time other than we see a charger leaving and we know you're not there anymore. There's no other evidence of you leaving on foot. None.
I didn't take that car, bro. That's not me in that car. I didn't enter that house with no mask, you feel me?
Whoever took that car just left the keys to the car right in the front passenger seat, made it nice and convenient.
I don't know. That shit.
You know when we get the DNA back from the keys?
Yeah.
The DNA, it shows the majority, like who last held those keys. It doesn't matter if someone else held it 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Whoever's recently held those keys or even pushed that start button,
Yeah.
that's whose DNA is going to be the majority.
Yeah.
So when we get those records back, it'll come back.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it, bro. I'm not sweating, bro. Feel me? That shit just crazy, bro. I know.
I wish you could somehow explain how you left, because you're right now in this position, because not only because we can't show you how you leave, but also because you admit to driving down there, getting in the car. Okay, you admit on tape to Demetri that Yuri gives you a gun, gave you $1,500 in cash.
Never gave me $1,500 in cash.
But unfortunately, you say this. What? No, it was really stupid of you to admit something then, evidently.
Yeah, I should never did that shit because the shit was dumb for me. He just told me that I could get, have you guys stop bugging him.
What's your motivation? What do you get out of it? What do you get out of lying and creating this false recording? What do you get out of it?
I was really just trying to help him out, bro, really, to be honest.
Why do you need to help him out? What's he done for you?
Yeah, he really didn't do shit for me, bro. But I was doing a lot for him, bro. I was just doing a lot for him, man. Why? Taking a moment away.
That seems to be your excuse all the time. Is I do it for Demetri.
No, it's not. It's not like that, bro. He just called me. He say, oh, because you guys are bugging him. He's stressed out. He got no car. He called me every day. Like if you can see the phone records, man, calling me every day.
What's that mean?
Feel me? And the shit, bro. Can't you guys look at old phone calls? Like can't you guys go through the phone calls?
What's it going to show that just because he's calling you? He's your friend, evidently. Of course he's going to call. We see that normally between friends.
Okay, but ask him if he wrote the shit down to him. Make him swear. Feel me?
He was asked. He said no.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
why would he? I mean,
he planned it. So what about the detective? How do I know the detective? What's his name? Freeman or whatever? How do I know him?
What do you mean, how do you know him?
How do I know about him? How do I know that?
Demetri Dale told you about it.
He told me that he gave him ways to get out of this, like, you feel me, write it down.
You're telling me Alex Freeman gave...
Yes, bro, yes.
He gave Demetri ways to get out of a murder?
He was like telling him, not like try to help him. I ain't gonna say that. He told him like, bro, like, you feel me, like ways to, like, you feel me, get himself out. Like he that's the reason why he wrote it down. Mm-hmm. And it's like a script.
So by having you incriminate yourself on tape is the way to help Demetri?
I guess so.
No one in their right mind would do something like that.
Yeah, I should never did the recording, but I didn't. That shit's not. It's not real, bro.
But you were evidently, you say that you.
Yeah, he came in my car. You feel me? The car was. I run the engine when he walked to the car. I'm pretty sure you heard that in the recording. You feel me? I run the engine, open the door, like, oh, what's up, bro? It's just not real, bro.
You evidently are saying, this is what you're saying. You're saying you knew you were going to be recorded and it was going to be given to the police.
Yeah, he said he was going to give it to the lady and she was going to give it to the police.
But you knew eventually he was going to go to the cops.
Yeah, I knew
So
that.
Why on a tape would you admit to all this?
I don't know, bro. That's the dumb part. I thought it was going to.
Well, yeah, it makes no sense to an investigator.
I know that's the dumb part. That's the dumb shit. But I didn't,
How can that possibly help Demetri, though?
Because you guys was bugging him, you feel me? He said he was about to go to jail and shit like that, or whatever.
So what do you care? He was evidently involved in a murder that you supposedly had nothing to do with.
No, I was trying to help him out.
Why do you need to help him out so bad? Why is that? What do you get out of it?
I'm not getting that, you feel me? I'm just helping a friend, bro. That's how I see it. It wasn't nothing I was supposed to receive. Nothing like that. I was just helping him out.
All right. So, evidently, we're just wasting time. I got a question for you. What's your relationship to this guy?
Oh, this is so.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a guy that used to fix on my Mazda. What happened?
Why are you calling him the night of the murder?
I called him the night of the murder.
Yeah, within like an hour of the murder. That night, when you're up at either Good Sam or down in that area. Where's he live?
I think he lives in like Rivera.
Yeah. Why are you calling him within like an hour or 2 hours of the murder? At 3 or 4 in the morning.
I'm trying to think. I think he was what was he supposed to do? He was do something.
You sell drugs? What?
No, he don't sell drugs, but he works on cars. He used to though. I think so. He used to.
How do you know?
I met him at a gas station, bro. I pulled up in the gas station. My Mazda, you feel me, was messed up, and he gave me a battery. Like he's like, oh,
So you're gonna call him at 3 or 4 in the morning on a?
Nah, this is it. This feel me. This ain't you feel me?
You what?
I don't know. What I called him?
Yeah, like at roughly 3 in the morning. 3 or 4 in the morning on the day that you were going up to Good Sam after this.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you call that guy at such early hours?
I don't know why I called him, bro. To be honest.
And you know him as, what's his name?
I call him Zoe.
Zoe?
Yeah.
what? Because he's Haitian? What?
Yeah, because he's Haitian. I call him so. Yeah, I don't really know his name. Like,
You know his number off the top of your head?
No, sir. But he works on my car. That's one of the crazy things.
Well, Joevan, this is the deal. You're gonna be booked in county jail, all right?
I want to be booked in the county jail, bro. So
You
can
understand?
I tell you guys something? You know, you guys made me lose. My mom lost her house. My mom has a baby.
Don't blame us. We're just doing our job.
She's lost her house. For me, I'm the only way my mom could actually make like money because I do like the check thing or whatever. I do that.
You say you sold marijuana on the side.
Yeah, but I stopped doing that shit with you guys. But I stopped doing that shit.
And
so how's my mom gonna feel me? How's she gonna get a place now?
It's not our responsibility.
But isn't that fucked up though? Isn't that fucked up? It's not fucked up to you guys. It's not messed up at all.
You're being charged with first-degree murder.
I didn't do this shit. You guys can't prove to me and say I did this shit. You say you have this. You haven't shown me nothing that says I did this shit and I didn't do this shit. I didn't do it.
Right.
I mean, only thing the way I got out of it, and I told you, I walked. I mean, that's the only thing that's crazy. That looks crazy. I mean, that's the only. I know it looks crazy. But that's
and you drove your car and you parked it, and then your car was parked exactly where the Charger was found. How does the Charger end up exactly where your car was parked?
The car was parked where my Charger.
Your Charger, after the murder, was driven to where your car was parked on Lawrence, and left there.
I don't know.
That's kind of coincidental. Your car is parked on Lawrence.
Yeah.
Why is all of a sudden that Charger parked there where your car supposedly was?
That car was parked where my car was at. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But feel me? I ain't shit.
You got any left in there? You want to finish up?
So hold on. Can I ask you a question, bro? So I'm gonna go to jail. I'm going to jail,
You're
bro.
being booked into the county jail.
I don't even have an adult record, bro. I don't even freaking have an adult
You're
record,
an adult
bro.
now. It's first-degree murder.
What the fuck, bro? This shit crazy. Like, so now I'm gonna go to jail for shit I ain't even do, bro. That's fucked up how life works, bro.
Well, while you're in there, maybe you can think of some way of getting Demetri to admit to you that somehow they framed you.
What the fuck? Alright, bro. Let me get this shit over here, bro. God can help me out.
What?
God. You alright? You almost fell there, bro.
Yeah, I'm a little messed up. Hold on a second. Joevan, you said something earlier, and I'm thinking because I had to go to the bathroom. You said something earlier that the two of them are arguing about what's going to happen. You didn't want to be there for it. What exactly was going to happen that you didn't want to be there for?
What happened, bro?
What? To be specific, what were they saying? You're just so vague.
I'm sorry. That's how I'm sorry. I gotta stop that.
What were they talking about that you did not want to be?
When we got there, feel me? He arguing with Demetrius, bro. He's saying, "Well, this shit, you feel me? Gotta go down. Got happen tonight. You feel me? Gotta go down. You feel me? It's gonna happen. Feel me?" Demetrius like, "Oh nah, you gotta chill. You feel me? You gotta chill."
What's da 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 da? What exactly are they? What's da 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 da?
Like, you feel me? You gotta chill. You gotta calm down.
So Demetrius trying to talk him out of it.
No, Demetri not trying to talk him out of it, cause feel me? Demetri like, he ain't trying to talk to me. He said what he said is, "Oh, we can't do this tonight." Feel me? That's too fast. Like I can't do it tonight.
Okay.
You feel me? It's too fast. Feel me? He like, "Oh, well, it has to happen tonight." You feel me? This and that. And he said, "Or you could just go get her at work." That's what he told me. Like, nah.
Told you?
No, him.
Told Demetri.
Yeah, feel me? Talking.
Go get her at work.
Yeah. And then he like, "Nah, this shit gonna happen tonight." Feel me?
Yuri's saying this.
Yeah, it's gonna happen tonight. You feel me?
Does he ask you? He wants your help? What's he want you to do?
No, bro. The man never asked me. He never asked me to do nothing. He never asked me to do nothing. He said it's gonna happen tonight. Feel me? Whoever's supposed to be coming up, feel me? Coming up, feel me? That's it. And
who's coming there?
I don't know. I was supposed to stay there. Feel me?
Did they say we want you to stay here?
Yeah, I was supposed to stay there, bro. I was supposed to stay.
Who told you to stay?
Both of them told me to stay there. Feel me? I didn't want to stay
there. To do what? Stay where? Where were you supposed to do?
Like just stay at the house. Feel me? Well, after it happens, for all of us, he just talked like we was all hanging out because the night before, I guess it was his birthday, Demetrius' birthday. Feel me?
Yeah, it was.
I was supposed to stay there. You feel me? And then that's it. Feel me? I guess I ain't want to be a part of that shit. I'm like, nah, I ain't with that shit. And he said, well, I ain't gonna take you. You ain't get in my car. I ain't take you home. So I left. That's what happened.
Well, if you know a murder, did you believe a murder was about to happen?
I ain't know, like they was going. Actually, because Demetri ain't that type of dude. Not that he being.
But you said that Yuri's saying this has got to happen tonight.
Yeah, but I didn't know.
And you're saying that they have some other guy coming and they want you to stick around.
Yeah, I didn't know it was.
So why? I mean, basically, you're laying it out that there was something bad that's going to happen. They want you there as a witness.
Yeah.
But you decide you want to leave.
Yeah, I left.
Why, if you know that something bad is going to happen, why would you not call and report it?
Because I didn't know they was going to go through it. Because, you feel me, he was...
But evidently you found out
several hours later. Yeah, he called me at the hospital.
So they went through with it, and now you're going to lie for this guy who just committed a murder?
I don't know. I was kind of scared of him, too.
Like, scared of him? What are you scared? You told me earlier you're not scared of him.
I'm not Yuri, you feel me? Like, Demetri, you feel me? Because he's smart as shit. That nigga smart as shit. He could do...
What are you scared of? It's a smart guy. What kind of smart guy?
Because, like, he know where I stay. He know where my mama stay, you feel me? He know where my mama stay. He know where my auntie stay. He know where all people stay.
What could he have possibly done to you?
Well, what they did...
You have friends. You have brothers, don't you? Don't you have people that can take care of business?
No. Not really, no. Not really.
So, you're saying you did all this out of fear now? You lied for Demetri because you were scared of him?
Yeah, basically, because, like, it's not like I was, like, scared. Like, I was just, like, not for my life, but for my, like, people's life.
So who actually killed her, then? If we know that Demetri didn't do it and Yuri didn't do it, who shot her?
I don't know. That's the part. I don't know who did it.
If Demetri trusted you enough to keep you there, wanted you there as an alibi.
But they didn't tell me they were supposed to, like, do that. You feel me?
But if Demetri trusted you enough, and then afterwards say, listen, don't say anything to cops, I'm sure a conversation would have come up as who killed her. And you could have used that against Demetri. You could have come to us to protect yourself, but you didn't.
I didn't know he was going to try to blame me for it. I didn't know he was going to do that.
But the thing is, you put yourself there.
Yeah, I know by recording it. I know that.
Well, not only that, but you drive down there at an odd hour, park your car, and your car is coincidentally parked on Lawrence Road, very in close proximity to where the Charger that was used by the murderer was parked after and left. So they had to use your car to leave. Whoever drove in that Charger had to use your car to leave.
No.
Well, yeah. Makes perfect sense.
No. I ain't use my car to leave. I didn't use my car because I left way, like, before that shit happened. Don't you guys see my car, like, leaving before?
Yeah, I see your car leaving after the murder. When the 911 call comes out, I have your car leaving and 30 to 45 seconds after the 911 call is being placed.
30 to 45 seconds?
Yes, after the 911 call. So after the murder, everyone's panicking in that house. Demetri Dale calls 911. Okay, he's the first one to call 911. You understand?
Yeah.
I have a camera, and I know what time that call comes in. I have a camera north of where. Remember, I told you I had the Charger coming south, and you're traveling behind the Charger.
Yeah.
On Lantana on Lawrence, South Lantana. Well, right after the murder, I had that same car, your car, traveling north back up to Lantana to go to the I-95 after the murder. After the Charger leaves the development, it parks on Lawrence, I have another camera catching your car going north after the murder. It's all timing. There's no way of getting out of it.
I'm not trying to get out of anything because I'm not in it. But that shit is crazy. When the truth gonna come out? When the real truth comes out.
So when we find the murder weapon, perhaps we ever find is your DNA. Any reason why your DNA is gonna?
No.
Because we're never gonna find it, right? Did you throw it in a lake up there?
Bro, I never had a murder weapon. I don't even know how to use a gun, bro. I don't know. I have freaking BB guns, bro. Yeah. I have BB guns, like AR-15 pellet guns. Feel me? I never owned a gun. I don't even know how to freaking use a gun, bro. I never held a gun. I never carried one. I never owned one, bro.
So you're basically by your own admission, and when you get down there with Demetri, Yuri and Demetri are talking about Yuri saying it's got to get done tonight. They tell you they want you to stick around.
Yeah, they tell me they want me to stay. I want on it. I want to try to stay.
So you just walk away.
Yeah, I just left. Because he
and then you end up lying to me that following morning, because I interviewed you, I think, on the 30th. The next day I interviewed you.
You asked me where was I around. That's what I thought that was around the time. I didn't know it was that late.
Why couldn't you at that point say, you know what? Just so you know, I was down there and they were talking about doing something. And you could have excluded yourself from it.
I know I should have did that, bro. I should have did that.
Yeah. And then you just kept lying about that.
I never lied. Feel me?
Omitting is the same as lying. When you don't tell me something that should be told, especially the fact that you drove down there with Demetri and parked your car on the road.
But one thing, I never held him hostage. I never put a gun to his head. I never even had a gun to put to this man's head.
Well, that was given to you by Yuri. It may not have been Yuri.
Yuri never gave me a gun. Never.
So you're gonna let Yuri just walk away?
I'm not letting him walk. I'm not gonna blame a man for something he didn't do. I'm not that type of man. I don't do that.
You just said that Yuri was talking about killing his wife right in your presence.
When that day?
Yeah, that night.
Yeah,
when that happened.
No, they were talking about killing somebody. I didn't know if it was his wife.
But you know it's his wife now, right?
Yeah, I know of his wife now, you feel me? But I didn't know who it was. I know they were talking about doing something to somebody, you feel me? I didn't know it was his wife, you feel me? But I'm not I'm not gonna blame somebody for something they didn't do. He never gave me a gun. He never gave me any money.
But you were willing to blame him by going on recording.
What you mean recording?
On that recording, you said he gave
No,
you a gun.
Demetri told me that's what Alex.
But that's blaming Yuri, and you say you don't want to blame somebody for something they didn't do. But right then and there on that recording, you say you knew it. You were blaming Yuri.
Oh yeah, that's I'm not recording.
All right, I can't go back and forth on this.
This is crazy, bro.
Well, since Joevan can't seem to convince Detective Oliver, he decides to take a shot with the man upstairs.
Please, Father God, be with me. Please, Father, Lord, be with me. Please, Father, Lord, protect me. Be with me. Please, Father, Lord, protect me.
Nope, it doesn't appear that worked. But don't worry, Joevan will get plenty of time to actually get to know his creator. You probably thought I was kidding, calling Joevan Joseph the dumbest hitman ever. You probably didn't think he would be dumb enough to tell the detective where he initially parked his car in front of some library just to abandon the getaway car in that very place, switching cars before trying to go to the hospital to establish his alibi. What a genius. Now, in the meantime, the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office has their eyes set on another suspect in the case. And if you thought this interview was wild, don't forget to have those notifications turned on. This next interview is explosive and probably one of my best. Thank you again for tuning into another episode of They Caught Me. Till next time.